It's a little dead meme. Fuck you, little bitch. You think you can fuck with me? What am I ring? Fuck you, little bitch. Hey, look, I'm hoping some bread out. Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of the Snark Tank podcast. It's me, once again, Chris Raygun, and I'm joined by two other people.
I've returned from the dark realm of misery, sorrow, and wimpiness.
It's Tom Sweeney.
It's me, Tom Sweeney. Why don't you let me finish my intro?
Because you're taking too long.
I was setting myself up.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure is what you're saying.
You shut up.
We're also joined by Gabby.
Hi, it's been a really long time.
It's been a minute.
Yes. Unfortunately, Derek could not make it today. He was a little under the weather, and we didn't want to risk getting sickies also.
Yeah,
so
hopefully he survives, but if not, things happen.
We'll move on.
We'll move on real quick.
I'll miss him, but you know what? He's just some black guy. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
So I'll be his replacement. Some half Puerto Rican girl.
So if you're listening to this on free feeds, if you're just listening to this on Spotify or on YouTube or on iTunes, and you're not listening through the Patreon feed, you won't notice anything. But this episode is a day late because yesterday everybody was too depressed to do literally anything because things are very, very strange right now. But hopefully, I'm sure everything's pretty strange for everybody right now. Things are very bizarre. So our goal here today is just sort of
uplift.
Yeah, get your mind off of the crazy shenanigans
that's going on this entire planet. But don't worry, we're gonna make you laugh. We're here. We're gonna have some jokes, some banter. This may not be as long as our usual episodes.
Yeah, we might
this cut it a little bit. This may be quite a bit shorter than our regular ones.
Yeah,
but it's just because everyone feels a little taxed. A lot of weird shifts are going on.
Yeah. I'm suffering some serious withdrawals. I'm not gonna lie.
Chris has not been able to ingest his copious amounts of Snapple lately.
Yeah,
and he's been feeling.
It genuinely. I didn't realize how necessary it was an ingredient.
He looks different now. He looks like a regular guy. He's missing. He usually has this whole little goblin vibe going on. It's not there. It's just a real tired kid.
It's really bad.
You look like an exhausted 15-year-old.
It's so bad, and I've been drinking this shit for a really long time, so I'm definitely not in any good shape. So that doesn't help either. But just to not have that little, I'm getting the headaches, literally the exact withdrawal, which is wild. And I forget often that there's caffeine in it.
Yeah, caffeine is very serious.
I forget.
It controls people.
I forgot.
I work at a coffee shop. Caffeine is people go crazy.
You work at a coffee shop? You worked at a coffee shop?
Yeah, you never know. This past tense. Now I'm a podcast host. Look at me.
Look at you.
Look at me. I'm a podcast host.
So we got a bunch of questions here. There's no topic this week because the topic will be obvious, and we just want to be a distraction here. So we're just going to go through a lot of the questions
for sure
that we got this week. Questions were open to all patrons instead of just the audience participation tier and above. Mm-hmm. So everybody who pays $1 a month at patreon.com/snarktank got to ask some questions for the first time. So we're going to be seeing a couple of new people here.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's good to have variety.
First one, of course, Progerian Rectal Homicide.
Oh, fantastic.
Asks, when will you decrepit incels start a Discord? I understand it's full of furries and pedos, but still... Is that a problem with Discord? It's full of furries and pedophiles.
It's not a pedophile. I mean, I feel like it would be full of pedophiles. Furries, I don't know what.
Most places are full of pedophiles. Really.
That's true. When you really think about it, yeah, they're everywhere. They're incels.
Pedophiles?
They're everywhere.
Wait, what? Pedophiles aren't incels.
I don't know what an incel is really. Actually,
you know what an incel is?
Not exactly. I think people that just are hidden.
Incel is involuntarily celibate. They're people who can't have sex. Except when you look at them, they're totally fine, and they could probably really easily.
I mean,
what do you mean? What do you mean? What is that? Wait, time out. What does that mean?
Do you remember Elliot Rodger, the guy who the shooter?
Yeah,
he was an incel
because he just couldn't get laid.
Yeah, he just couldn't get laid, so he's angry.
That's what that means.
Yeah, it means yeah, and it's like a group of people who can't get laid, but then they kind of harbor resentment to women for it. Do you understand?
That's alien to me, but I guess. Okay.
It's not difficult to understand. It's pretty blank.
I mean, it's pretty basic, but that's such a. I think just about anyone can get laid.
It's a weird group to bring yourself apart. It's a weird.
It's weird it's weird to state that I am this.
Yeah,
like,
because I
just haven't been able to.
You're setting yourself up for failure if you it'd be like, hey, I'm joining this club called I Can't Be Friends, and you just.
Then you're setting yourself up.
You're just setting yourself up.
You shouldn't. Some people may fall into that category, but you should not claim to be that.
It's weird.
Is what I'm saying.
It's weird to find camaraderie in that, especially because like I've seen a lot of photos of like they have like incel gatherings or whatever the hell. This is a real thing, I swear to you. And a lot of the times you'll see them, and it's like, why do you have a problem? Why do you have a problem?
Some of them genuinely do have issues.
I mean, I'm sure some of them do.
That's
but like
group.
You see some of them, and you just like. I don't understand what your problem is, dude.
It could just not be about like looks. It could also just be like, wow, you have a really shitty personality.
Yeah, personality. Well, I guess social habits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't bathe.
Yeah.
As far as the Discord goes, we might set a Discord up. The problem is I am very inept with Discord. I cannot, for the life of me, figure out how to make one or how to really
monetize.
You can't monetize Discord.
Not moderate.
Moderate, yeah. It's hard to moderate, and
I made a Discord and I was gonna have people get involved in it, but like I just don't understand how to use. Like it's so alien.
It's a really badly designed.
Like I created program. It's like very available to jump into, but like I just don't know how to do that or how to get any mods for it.
Yeah,
it has mods, right? And I'm like, who am I gonna make my mod? And it's so much shit.
It reminds me of Twitch, where Twitch is like pretty alien to me. Like I stream on Twitch all the time, and I still barely understand. Like people send whispers to me. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Somebody had to whispers.
You know what a whisper is?
No,
it's a DM.
Oh.
They can't just say message. They have to be cute. Whispers. Shut up. Just call it a message. You're confusing the shit out of me, and it's annoying.
I'm whispering at you, Grip.
Don't.
I'm whispering at you. It's a DM.
You're whispering me?
I'm whispering.
I care, people.
I care.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we were supposed to have the video podcast up and running by now, but of course, things ensued. So
things
probably not going to. That's probably pushed off a little bit. So maybe
April-ish,
if anybody knows how to work Discord at all, feel free to help us, because we don't know anything that we're doing. Like Sweeney is particularly inept with technology, but I'm also inept in this case.
Yeah, very much so.
I can't figure Discord out.
Swing it our way. If you got some info on that, we'll definitely use it and cultivate it, and then we'll have a Discord also. You guys can talk to us other times too.
Yeah, it'd be good. Oliver Nielsen wrote in.
Hi, Ollie.
Is having sex with a sex robot considered necrophilia if it's out of power?
I have never thought about that ever in my life.
I've never thought about that in my life either.
I have thought about a lot of abstract things.
Well, wouldn't necrophilia have to apply that it is human?
Necrophilia means that it was alive, actually, therefore requiring functioning like organic parts. So no, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not, right? Because necrophilia requires having sex with something that is dead, right?
Yes.
But dead is referenced only to something that is alive.
I guess so.
On isn't alive.
That's true. I guess so. I guess
it's working, but it's not on.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't be necrophilia. That's silly. That's silly talk. You're crazy. You're crazy, Oliver. What a silly question. Although I will admit I've never thought about that before, and it had me turning my gears a little bit.
I had to think real quick. I had to use my real brain. I'm like, oh man.
On the YouTube stream, you called Spider-Man 2 the best superhero movie of all time. Why are you so wrong?
You are wrong, but
what do you mean?
You're welcome to an opinion, So it's technically to say the best is not wrong or right, but you're very wrong.
I am definitely not very wrong.
Okay, sure, whatever you say.
What would you say?
Into the Spider-Verse.
You're crazy.
You're insane.
You're crazy.
I'm getting physical. I'm moving physically right now because I'm getting upset.
I like Into the Spider-Verse a lot.
Yeah, sure.
I do.
It's not better. And Spider-Man 2 is better than it?
Yeah.
No. In fact, I kind of think Spider-Man 1 is better than Spider-Man 2.
That's just objectively incorrect.
I think Spider-Man 1 is better. I like that movie so much more. I like that movie so... I think it's just a better movie. I think the villain is significantly better. I think that... That's actually... I think it is, dude. I think Green Goblin's performance... what's his name?
Norman Throbsborn?
Norman Throbsborn.
The Green Throblin?
That's the Green Throblin. I think what you call it. I keep forgetting his name.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe. Yes, I think Willem Dafoe's portrayal as Green Goblin was hilarious. It was just great. It was just fantastic.
Right.
I have to agree in that sense.
It was it was so much better than what you call the former Dr. Octopus.
You're actually out of your mind.
I think it was.
You're out of your mind.
I think there were better shots in 2 due to the like how Dr. Octopus' character moves around and does things, but I do not think that 2 was a better movie.
Spider-Man 2 is, by every mathematical metric, a better movie than Spider-Man.
I think you overestimate your understanding of math, and that movie's not as good. And then it's absolutely not better than Into the Spider-Verse. Absolutely. That's objective.
No.
Okay.
I think it is.
I think
Into the Spider-Verse's problem is that it has this tone that is completely shattered by John Mulaney. John Mulaney kind of ruins that movie. The more I see it, the more I see Into the Spider-Verse, yes.
Well, I can agree, because I see how you can say that. I see why you would.
I understand your meaning.
Like, Spider-Man 2 consistently remains pretty campy for the most part.
Right.
Like, it's just like a romp the whole time.
Exactly.
And Spider-Verse, like, it has like its moments where it's taking itself a little too seriously, and then John Mulaney comes in and he's like,
it's very weird.
I think no, this is my problem with Spider-Verse. Actually, my only problem with it. I think that inherently most of the extra characters were just so vastly out of tone. Like, it's like, what the fuck is there a Spider-Man noir doing here, you know?
Yeah.
But like every moment what was concisely about Miles and Peter B. Parker was absolutely amazing.
It's
and then
good.
Gwen was fantastic.
I don't have a problem with the movie, really.
I think it's a better movie.
It's a good movie.
I think it's better, man.
It's a good movie. If you're going by, like, obviously it's an animated movie, so it's like it's got a different level of superiority on that level.
Yeah,
because
sure.
animated movies, visually, like, they're just more interesting. And it looks really great. That movie's gonna age super well.
Looks really great. The character.
Miles Spider-Man 2 is gonna age really well too.
It has aged pretty well.
All of those effects are practical with those, like,
they use
but that's the thing, though. The tentacles. That is the most alluring. Like, that's the only good part about Doc Ock, I think.
No,
I don't think so.
His movement with the tentacles, like, literally, when I look at it, it's like he looks cool because he's moving, but I don't think he's like.
No, because
I don't think he's that better than any movement.
No, because in Spider-Man 1, Norman Osborn is a dick, like, immediately. Like, he's just an asshole.
Because he is a dick.
Right, but, like, the difference is, like, in Spider-Man 2, Dr. Octopus is, like, a genuinely sympathetic character from the majority of the movie.
He's the character. That character is a character in the Spider-Man video game, actually.
And that scene, man, in the hospital when it goes all Evil Dead is like one of the best scenes ever. And the train fight scene is like one of the best fight scenes ever in a superhero movie. Period. You can't disagree with that.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
What's a better scene
I think
than
it's
that?
I think it's a very great scene. I think it's fantastic.
They take every advantage of that fight scene, and
They do. As of a superhero fighting in a particular area. Spider-Man's movement throughout the train is insane.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And then him stopping the train it's an iconic moment.
Yeah.
Simply them carrying him. But I just think that, like, that's cool. That's really cool, but that's also really old and, like, kind of goofy.
What does that mean?
Goofy.
What does that
mean? It's
mean?
just overly goofy. That movie's just super, super, super overly goofy.
There's a fucking talking pig.
I understand that.
Into the Spider-Verse, dude.
But that's those moments are also the problems having the Spider-Verse, too. There's just like there's an anime girl.
Yeah.
Those are but like I don't know. I just give Spider-Verse a better movie because of like the story. I think the story's better. I think the main character is better.
The only flaw that Spider-Man 2 has is Mary Jane.
But she's a flaw, period.
Yeah. She's just they don't have chemistry at all. Like Tobey Maguire and like what's that girl who like bakes some cookies?
I don't Emma.
The girl in the other apartment? The
girl in the Yeah, the daughter, the daughter of the landlord. Like they have better chemistry than Mary Jane and Toby do.
Yeah, they do.
Like without a shadow
Emma
of a
Watson,
doubt.
right? No. Her name is
I don't know what her name is. I don't think she has a name in the movie.
No, I'm talking about the actress for Mary Jane.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, like I don't know. That's my biggest problem with that movie. And even then, it's like I don't know, man. Like everything about that movie around the romance just works so fucking well.
I love that movie.
J. Jonah Jameson is like perfect iconic casting.
He's perfect in all of them, though. He is great. Like,
but he's especially good in Spider-Man 2.
I think in Spider-Man 1, he's really good. Well, Spider-Man 2 is when he was wearing a suit, right?
Yeah, Spider-Man 2.
That's unfair. That's an unfair moment.
Spider-Man 2 is when he's wearing the suit. It's when he like talks about Doctor Strange, and he's like, "That's good, but it's taken." You know, it's like, and like there's so many good parts of Spider-Man 2. There's
so many good parts about all of those movies, though. Like, truth be told, like all of those parts have parts where they're like, that's just amazing.
Right.
Like, people shit on Spider-Man 3. That's my favorite one. I think Spider-Man 1 is the best one, but I think Spider-Man 3 is my one I like enjoyed watching the most.
Your opinions could not be more wrong on this.
And that's my favorite. I'm not saying it's the best.
No. Right.
That's the one I just enjoy the most. And Sandman coming back together,
it's a good,
is insane. That looks good still, kind of.
Yeah, it's a pretty good scene.
And it's just like, I have nostalgia for those movies, definitely. And I can admit that those movies mean a lot to me because of when they came out and how small I was. And I just like severely exacerbated my love for Spider-Man that was already well on its way.
Mm.
But I do the Into the Spider-Verse a little better. But I also connect to Miles more than I do definitely to Peter, because he's the same ethnic background as me. And that's like,
I guess.
He's very, very, he's a Puerto Rican black. And it's like, oh my God, that's me. I'm that.
Yeah.
So like, 2's good, I guess. It's great, I guess.
Spider-Man 2 is just like, I don't know. It's one of those things that just like, every time I see it, I like it more. And like, Into the Spider-Verse is kind of the opposite, where like,
Really?
I like it a little bit less every time I see it, because I think the animation is the main thing that sticks out. And when you look past it, and when the flash kind of goes away, you kind of notice the fact that don't do that.
What are you doing?
I didn't even know it was that loud.
What is that?
I didn't see
even?
the pen. I just saw you like.
Are you just
playing with your
cracking a pen in
fingers.
half?
No, I was pulling it out. And,
Whatever. Spider-Man 2 is really good. Into Spider-Verse is really good. Those are both movies that you should watch.
Yeah. I don't even think those are. I think
those are definitely the best ones, I think.
There's another one that's really good too.
I think Spider-Man 2 and Into the Spider-Verse are definitely like the best Spider-Man movies that there are. Spider-Man 1 is like just below it. The problem with Spider-Man 1 is that like a lot of the fights are just really terrible. The action scenes in Spider-Man 1 are really fucking terrible.
Yeah.
The last scene is really good when they're fighting when they're beating each other to a pulp in the building.
And they just slam each other.
Yeah. And then Green Goblin dies and he goes, "Oh."
That scene is so perfect.
That's a really good scene.
Oh.
But when they're fighting in like the parade,
when they're fighting in a
it
fiery
looks
building,
so
it's ridiculous.
Oh, like the little skeleton people.
Yeah, when the skeletons come up, and then like there's a scene where like it's just the Green Goblin's asshole. It's just you're just gazing into his asshole, and he's like shooting Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's just running like a guy, like just a dude. It's a really weird scene. You'll know it when you see it. But
it's insane.
It has not aged as well.
I love it still, but yeah,
I love that movie. Like Spider-Man 1, I think is actually like better than a lot of people think it is. But 3 is terrible. 3 is fun for like all the wrong reasons.
Yes, yeah, but it's so fun. It's so fun. We watch that movie every Thanksgiving.
We do.
Actually, every Thanksgiving it somehow ends up on. It's become a tradition that when it's not on, we put it on anyway.
The puppeteering on the fucking.
It's amazing.
The puppeteering on the tentacles is like really good.
It's insane, dude.
I think it's part of why that movie still looks really good.
Dude, like the scene you were talking about, like when like he started harming people, when he started like talking to him, like he was in the hospital. That's an insane scene. Like it's.
And when he flips the car when he's outside, and it's just like really well shot.
And when he's carrying Aunt May up, and how well it looks like him, like it actually looks like they're sticking into like it's done amazingly.
There's a scene too where where Spider-Man's swinging to where the train fight is going to happen, to the clock tower, which is just a cool setup. But then also like the camera zooms out and then like turns into his glasses.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's just like it's just such a good. It's shot so fucking well.
It is. That's really good shots.
Even that weird freeze frame, when he's fucking. That's in Spider-Man 2, right? When he's like doing the montage to "Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head."
Yeah, when everybody's getting hurt and he's just not doing shit about it.
Oh yeah, when he's not Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah, and I love that movie too because it's the movie that shits on Peter Parker the most.
Yeah,
he suffers like crazy in that movie.
I think 3 tries to, but 2 definitely gets. He gets the most just unfair shit.
That one night at the ball with Jameson's son, the astronaut, and Mary Jane at the gala or whatever the fuck, the NASA gala or whatever the fuck, and he just like everything is wrong. His friend slaps him in the face
in front of people,
in front of everyone. His girlfriend is getting married to some fucking dude. And then he goes for an hors d'oeuvre, and it gets taken away at the last minute, and he holds this fucking look where he's like, "What the fuck, man? I can't even get a pig in a blanket." Like that movie, like really like does a really good job of just like shitting on him.
And you genuinely feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
it's not like in 3 where you're just kind of like, whatever.
And there's the great scene where his power stopped working and he slams into the fucking car.
Yo, the way he hits the car is hilarious.
That is a convincing
That's
shot.
a Chris Evans level fall. Like Chris Evans is masterful at falls, but that was up there with it.
There's actually a lot of good falls in the original trilogy in general.
They are
like,
really?
Yeah, because like when Harry falls.
Oh, the doink.
When Harry in Spider-Man 3 gets like clotheslined into like 6 separate, different, really hard textures.
Dude, the thing that's crazy is when he hits the web first, that sets the scene. It's like you hit a web that hard.
Yeah, that's
what
already
is that
painful.
web made of?
That's already painful. And then he like swings, and he hits his head on a pipe, and then bounces off a dumpster onto the concrete.
He bounced off of it like a ball off a corner.
I don't know.
We can talk about these movies all the time. We got to move on to the next question.
Yeah,
we'll be here all day, literally.
We really could. I love those movies. So
we're very, very. He's a film nerd. I'm a Spider-Man nerd, and that's just like that could be forever. I don't know how you do that.
It sounds like it hurts.
It does. It has to be painful.
Well, it doesn't not hurt.
Next question.
Yeah,
please.
I'm still skimming. Nel Mecco asks, the question that was never answered on Sleepy Cabin: is it actually gay to suck your own dick?
Oh God, this is a paradox.
Yeah,
I've been at this moment so many times.
I don't know if I have the right to answer.
You can answer.
You can answer. Go for it.
This is a free country.
Well, let me think about it.
This
for
is
like
like on
another
YouTube.
minute.
A bunch of people talk about shit they don't know, really.
Yeah, Gabby.
Okay.
There are still laws as far as we know. So there's a free country so far.
For the most part.
For the most part, as far as day and date of when we're recording this, it's a free country. That might change when you hear this, but
it might change after we're done recording this. But hey, you never know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is your opinion?
I'm going to declare it not gay.
Not gay?
Yes, not gay.
Now look.
I guess it isn't.
Now look, okay. Let's take some situations, all right?
Take some situations.
Okay. Okay. Now, if I was to go give another guy a hand job, is that gay?
Yes.
But if I was to masturbate, would that be gay?
No.
If I was to suck a guy's dick, would that be gay?
Yes.
But so if the same process of masturbating is not gay, and I was to do that to myself with my mouth.
Yeah, it wouldn't be gay.
It wouldn't be gay, right?
Yeah,
it's the same premise, you know.
I guess not.
Yeah, that's how I think about
I guess,
it.
Because gay is when you the same sex.
It's another person.
Other person.
Right. No, exactly. For sure. I would agree. I would say that there's a caveat here also.
It is weird.
I agree that it's not gay.
But it's a little
but
weird.
But I will say that
sucking dick is a little gay though.
No. I would say
it is.
What I would say is,
you can never get excited to do it.
Sucking your own dick is more like sucking a dick than having your dick sucked.
Huh. Well,
I would say that that's more
right
similar to that than the other thing.
Yeah, because if you're that's the conundrum.
It's still not gay because it's just you.
But that action, that is a gay action though.
You're definitely treading on some water.
You know, like
you're treading some water.
Because like doing that,
not that there's anything wrong.
I don't like that I'm involved in this conversation first and foremost because of my character. My character is just so.
Don't worry about it.
But like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't think I would suck my own dick.
I definitely wouldn't. I definitely would not.
Because like, I don't want to figure out if I'm good at sucking dick. Like, I don't ever want to know that. Like it dawns on you, like, whoa.
That's a fair point.
I really be throwing myself down, you know, like I really
throwing myself down.
I really be slobbering and knobbing on myself. Like that's weird shit.
I would agree. Yeah.
So like I don't think it's gay. Do your thing. I'm just never gonna suck my own dick.
Yeah, there's not there's anything wrong with that.
Not there's anything wrong with that. I'm just not gonna do. I'm just
you
not.
can do whatever the hell you want.
That's just not my vice, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just not trying to do that.
Times is hard right now.
For real.
Times is hard.
You gotta be quarantined.
Do what you have to do.
I can't see my girlfriend for a little bit. So, you know, man, I'm saying this right now, but man, things are subject to change, you know?
That's a lot of people's situations, yeah. I mean.
Honey, hey, we're gonna have some weird talks afterwards. I'm gonna give you some pointers.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Umberman wrote in. He says, hello, mean sween machine, Count Blackula, and anemic slug. Unfortunately, Count Blackula is not here.
Unfortunately.
So what will I be called?
Oh man, Swing Machine, Anemic Slug. You will be, Minion Lady. Because you're dressed like a minion.
Dressed actually like a freaking minion.
No,
right now.
please don't tell people that. It was
You're
just
the one that
a
did
mistake.
It's
It was
not
an
a
unfortunate
mistake.
mistake.
You did it.
You wore blue jeans, overalls, and a yellow
hoodie.
like I've never seen before, yellow shirt.
Gabby, I've known you for actually like 5 years. I've never seen you put together like this.
The reason why I'm put together like this is because I was supposed to leave for a shoot today, but it was canceled, so I just didn't change.
So you were planning on being photographed in this?
You were planning on being around people.
I was behind the camera.
Huh.
I'm a wrangler.
People were going to tell you look like a minion. You know that, right?
No, they wouldn't have.
They definitely would have. You look exactly like a minion.
You look like, yo, dude, you would look. So, you like bananas or whatever? They like bananas, right?
So, what was the question again? Did I even read it?
Nah.
The question was, seeing as the end times are upon us, what will your Raider band's weirdly specific theme be in the post-apocalyptic wasteland?
Raiders.
Bikini Bottom. I want everybody to dress like fishes.
Well, you see, like, I'm not going to go start a whole new raid band, so I'm probably just going to have to be with you. Because we're already somewhat of a pack. So we're going to have to ride together, so I guess, unfortunately, mine would be like midget themed. Everyone has to wear like clothes that are like just
so you'd have to
short.
like walk around on your knees
No,
all the time?
You gotta wear clothes that are for like not for you. Like you gotta wear clothes that are just too short. You gotta expose your arms and legs and tummy. It's like crop tops, but like for pants and shit.
So like very short shorts.
Like very. Like
you just
encroaching.
described short shorts as like crop tops, but for pants.
Are they not?
Why didn't you just say short shorts?
But are they not?
You're crazy.
Yeah.
So midget themed. I take it you would be minion themed.
No, mine will be
would it be
puppet
Groot
themed.
themed?
As a puppet wrangler and puppet builder, it is puppet themed.
Puppet themed.
Puppet
Puppet?
themed.
Puppet?
Okay. Like Muppets.
Sure.
Will they be minion looking puppets?
No,
You sure?
I'm positive.
Gabby, you're more than halfway on that. You're really good at it.
I wish I could take a picture of this and just make it the image.
We can't though.
We can't.
We can't. I respect you way too much to do that, but like this is
whatever,
fucking
I don't care.
fantastic.
Drew Moran wrote in, why did my parents get divorced? Your last name is Moran.
Yo, think about yourself, bro. No, your parents got divorced probably because they just weren't in love anymore. But you know what happened? Sometimes people grow apart, and that's just how the world works, you know?
Like you tried to actually answer him.
It just
my
happens.
God.
Some people grow apart, you know? It's not your fault. It
Yeah,
might
don't
be,
blame
but it's
yourself.
probably not.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah, it's very possible. It could
We don't
be.
really know you, so could very well be your fault.
And if it is your fault, then fuck.
It's gotta suck.
You ruined love, man. Piece of
Yeah.
shit.
And love is hard to ruin.
It really is.
It's
man.
really not.
It is.
You ever think about the fact that like people get divorced with kids and then like their kid just like
Is it in limbo?
is just this no
Is it a
it's
reminder?
just like it's just this thing that looks
Like
half
someone-
like the person that you hate now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's gotta be really unsettling.
Imagine having a kid and it being the worst parts of both you and your person you had a kid with.
Yeah. That'd be
That
pretty
shit terrifies me because like the worst parts of me are scary.
Yeah.
I would hate to hate my kid, you know?
Yeah, imagine you.
I
don't
like worry about that all the time. Like, what if my child is like a serial killer?
Yeah. I think about that a lot too.
If my
like,
child is a serial killer, I would feel really really bad. But I'd be like, this is the child I have.
I don't like
That's
the
just
idea.
evil. Like this is really bad.
I don't like the idea of setting loose this artificial intelligence that I created just to do
Well,
its
it's
own
not
thing.
AI. It's actually like official.
I know
It's official intelligence, I guess.
not it's official intelligence, not artificial.
Yeah, I guess.
The premise of just like having a kid, raising it, and then just like sending it out into the world to make its own decisions, and then possibly become a Jeffrey Dahmer is like really scary. Like
Yeah.
I would hate to have that on my conscience. So I think what I would do is just get a series of dogs.
That's what I'm thinking. Just dogs. No,
Just dogs.
no children.
And then
gonna get
maybe
dogs,
eventually I can, as they slowly pass away, I can sort of
Perfect them.
perfect them, yes.
Yes.
Merge them into one child, possibly.
Whoa.
You're mad. You're mad.
Huh?
You're insane. You're
What do you
mad.
mean?
You're crazy.
You didn't
What do you
hear
mean?
that?
Explain why.
You're gonna turn a dogs into a kid?
People are turning their dead cats into drones.
What?
Yeah, you never
Yeah,
saw
you
that
never saw
flying dead drone cat?
No.
I don't know if it was actually a dead cat.
It was a dead cat.
Ooh, when I die,
I've researched
dude,
this to the
dead cat.
to the best of my ability.
When I
It's
die,
a dead cat.
please turn me into a drone. Just
If you die, you want us to turn you into a drone?
yes.
You're probably light enough.
Yeah.
That we could make you
When
fly.
I die, I want my body to be turned into like, I don't know, like something crazy, like pants. something fucking like wild.
Somebody just wears you as pants.
Wears me to be big ass pants, like bear pants or some shit like that, like animal clothes.
Would it be your skin?
It'd be the whole damn thing.
No, somebody can't wear your entire being as pants.
I want someone to take turn my spine into like a chain though. It's like something like that, something to kill people with.
That's not that interesting.
I
think you like the idea of like Tom Sweeney skin pants.
my skin is really soft, so it'd be nice pants.
It would be pretty nice pants,
Nice
probably.
pants.
What about like a nice bed
Would your
sheet?
face be on it?
We're like right at the crotch, like where the zipper is.
Yeah.
That'd be wonky.
And then they watch a video. They watch a video that we made, and then you make him laugh so hard that he pees on your face.
Ooh.
What is up with you? Like, what is up? Like,
This is a really good follow-up to the dick sucking question.
oh man,
You know.
Is it gay to be turned into skin pants
and then fucked,
and then
someone opens my mouth,
and then resting lightly on another man's genitals as they
mean-
wear your skin
resting on
pants?
people's genitals isn't really that gay. It's unorthodox. It's very unorthodox. It's very strange. It's not gay though.
Okay, Connor King wrote it. Because this is getting off the rails real fast.
It isn't.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris and Sween,
What's up?
I would ask if you could please address this question, but then get cut off on a tangent and never answer it. It's really rude, Connor. We don't appreciate that kind of call-out culture here.
Yeah, really unnecessary.
Yeah. In
Mean.
fact, can I get a come in the chat? Can I get everybody just write come in the chat?
Come?
Really?
Come in the chat.
Really, I just want to hear my name on the podcast since I am but a poor recent film school graduate who cannot afford $10 a month, but wants to support you insane fucks regardless. Well, we appreciate that quite a bit.
Dude.
That sucks. I'm sorry that you had to go to film school.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you could go to any school,
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly.
especially right now.
Yeah. All my classes are online now, and that shit's hilarious. Because I'm just not gonna be able to do that.
Yeah.
I would like to be reimbursed for my college experience as of right now because all of my gigs have been just canceled or postponed.
Let's just okay. But other than that, was there a question attached to that? Because I don't want to get onto a whole sad foot because
No.
It's really easy for us to snap back into reality and remember how fucked things are.
Yeah,
currently.
no, let's just get back to being happy.
So what's up?
No, there wasn't any question. He was just a kind soul.
Well, thank you for the $1. We appreciate it. You guys, what you guys give means a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
Every cent.
Jose Horich. I forgot how to spell. I forgot how to say his name.
That's
He
Harach.
literally told me how to say his name, and I don't remember. Jose Harach.
Sorry,
Horich.
Jose.
Fuck me. God damn it.
Lo siento, Jose.
Oh, God. Since Derek isn't on the show today, you guys should roast him for a few minutes for being soft and not coming over in a case of the sniffles. He could be dying. We don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't want to.
This episode could age very poorly.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm just saying, man. Things are real. So like, I don't
Derek
know.
should be fine.
So
He'll
we're not
make
gonna roast him
Yeah.
in case something terrible happens.
Yeah. We
but-
make fun of him and then one of us die.
Can you imagine?
That'd be fucking wrong.
It'll
Drop-
be me since I'm filling in for him.
Yeah, you take his place. It's like Final Destination.
Oh
Ooh,
my god.
my infinite destination. Well, I'll be infinite if you turn me into a drone when I die. Just have me like ascend.
You'll still
over
be
the people.
finite. You'll just be dead.
Well, I'll.
You'll be-
Hugger Derek.
Hey,
This
dude.
guy's name.
Hey,
He
dude.
wrote in. He said, "Hey there, Daddy Sween and Latin Twink." Okay,
That was just mean.
That's
That was mean. Whoa.
real sick. What political What political opinions do you have that you don't? What political opinions do you have that you don't all agree on? I don't know. There's probably a lot. Probably a decent amount of like little things.
For me, guns.
Really?
Guns. You and me are very suffice of guns, but like,
Really? We're different on guns?
well, I think guns should just not be around. Like,
Right.
They just breed problems that are just uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that? I thought you had a different opinion with guns. thought it was the
I
same
like
thing.
them,
I like them,
but
too.
like they definitely shouldn't exist.
Like I have shot guns, and every time I shot a gun, I felt like I was a deity.
Yeah, it's a dangerous feeling.
I felt unbeatable.
You feel really strong. Like even with a prop gun. Like we have a prop gun in our
we
apartment
play with it all
that
the
we use
time.
all the time. And we play with it constantly because it just makes you feel good.
Have you ever shot a gun, Gabby?
No, I've never felt strong in my life.
I've
never felt a sense of power or.
You would shatter. If you shot a gun, you would shatter.
You wouldn't shatter.
I am quite frail. I have no strength in my body. We've witnessed that today.
When I shot a gun, I shot a shotgun when I was a kid. I think it was like 12 or something.
You were you at 12 were definitely far too small to be shooting a shotgun.
Without a doubt, 100%.
Absolutely. I shot a shotgun and I almost fell down.
I
was 16 and big.
I had a fucking tomato-sized welt on my chest just from the recoil of the gun just hitting my chest because I wasn't socketing it in right. You're supposed to put it in your socket.
You're supposed to in your socket, yeah. And it could still fucking pinch the shit of your socket when it pulls your shirt back.
I mean, I thought I was doing that, but I guess I wasn't because like my I look like fucking what's that chick from Willy Wonka? I look like Veruca Salt.
Oh,
or whatever the fucking the blueberry bitch.
That's not Veruca.
That's Violet.
Oh, Violet, of course. I forgot the name.
She's associated with the color.
I had an argument.
Remember she turned blue?
I had an argument the other day. Somebody was arguing that only Mike TV and Augustus Gloop died.
How could you say that Violet didn't die?
Exactly, right? The argument was, and I know you're listening to this. I know it. She said she was just getting juiced. She was just getting juiced.
Why did they believe that?
Listen, man. I don't know.
I mean, all of her like insides and organs had to be like juiced as well. You just don't get the blueberry juice.
Everybody
out.
in that movie dies.
Yeah,
What's so.
Except for what you call it.
Except for Charlie.
Charlie
And he almost dies. He almost gets cut up by. He almost gets syndromed.
Yeah.
He almost gets completely like destroyed by a propeller.
And then they belch.
Yeah, they burp. They pass gas to save themselves. Stupid movie. But I like that movie a lot. Actually,
really scary. The movie's actually way more scary than I thought it was.
It's really off-putting, especially when you consider the fact that he has like just like an army of slave midgets that just work for him.
Little people who are forced to out of their will. I wouldn't say slave midgets.
What does that mean?
I think it like little people. They're little people. They're not midgets.
What is that like? Not the right word now?
It's not PC.
Oh my God! Really?
They're not. It's not. Well, it's not.
Shitsu Posting wrote in.
Nice.
Hello, all.
Hey.
Do you guys like The Twilight Zone? My favorite episode is the one in which a couple can't escape a small town in Ohio because they become obsessed with asking a coin machine napkin box questions about their future and what they should do next, so they just never leave. Do you have a favorite episode, old or new?
I've honestly never seen the show.
Are you serious?
I can't believe that. I can't believe you've never.
You have never seen The Twilight Zone?
I've never
you
seen
are
it.
a character from The Twilight Zone. You've never seen it.
That's actually really
sorry,
surprising
guys.
that you've never seen it. I feel like you would love it.
I probably would. I'm really bad at watching things that people tell me to watch. I'm really bad at it.
Stumble into shows?
I mean, aside from like Castlevania, like I just sort of stumble into them.
Did you watch Castlevania yet?
I'm on season 2. I mean, I haven't watched a whole lot, but like I've really been enjoying it.
Okay, good.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not like the more you tell me to do something, the more I'm likely to not do it.
Why?
Deviant.
I don't know. I don't like being told what to do.
The Twilight Zone is good though.
Okay.
Nobody's telling you to watch The Twilight Zone. It's just that you should if you want to. It's good. It's
okay.
pretty
I'll
good.
watch it now that I have a lot of free time.
Okay.
But I watched. I gave in. I caved, and I watched Steven Universe, and I hate it with all of me.
It's a cartoon. It's a kid's cartoon.
It's a kid cartoon that tries to have like a little bit of a bigger over idea, but it's just a kid's cartoon that's not as good as any of the ones that came out.
I'm just not
5 years prior.
like.
I know some people who work on it, so like I haven't seen it, so I don't know if it's good or not.
Maybe I'm just like in like the wrong headspace.
But
to watch
I will
it,
say nothing's gonna be as good as Avatar as far as that goes. Like as far as like kids cartoons that have like a genuine like weight and like serious tone, I feel like Avatar really is the best one. And I feel like it's the best one. I feel like it's going to be very difficult to outperform that show. That show just has so much heart.
I really can't think of another one that is better. Actually, like I'm trying. Maybe like X-Men.
Maybe Samurai Jack, but even that one was like a little bit more subtle. That was more like, you know.
It wasn't as heavy.
It wasn't as heavy.
Not even close.
It was darker, but not as heavy.
But I like the subtleties. Like I appreciate that more than someone like, you know, constantly like just heavy-handedly telling me what I need to take away from it. Also, like
preachiness.
I just don't really like the visual style of Steven Universe. It's just boring.
Too round. It's too round.
And everything looks like it now. I'm not into it.
The way his hair looks.
Sorry.
I hate the way his hair looks. Like, why does his hair look like that?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of generally. It's weird because I feel like the 90s and like really early 2000s were like a really good time. And I don't even think it's nostalgia really, because I think I've looked at it pretty objectively, where it's like that era of cartoons, I think, had the most diversity in style.
Well,
I think the 80s were just all like manly, like He-Man, fucking, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like they were
those are still very impressive, simple design. Like they were all manly men, but their characters looked it was very detailed.
They were good designs, but like I feel like a lot of the shows, they looked like you could take a character from one of them and put them in the other one. You probably wouldn't know that they were different.
Yeah, you could
they
like mix and match parts of the body.
I mean, I like things with more detail, like just in general. I like things that are very like colors that are super saturated, even though that wasn't like a major thing in like the 80s or 90s really. But like the thing about like contemporary cartoons and things like that, it's just too simple for me visually. Like
they're very round. I think they make it with the primary motive of it being cheap to animate.
Yeah, like just streamline the process, make the characters easy to animate. And like I totally understand that from a production point of view, but like I don't know, I miss that like that amount of detail in something and just like visually like being captured.
I feel like
by
Avatar didn't have
what
that
I'm
much
watching.
detail though. Avatar didn't have
but
that
the
much
animation itself was
the animation, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It had really good animation.
It's detail in the animation. It's not necessarily like, oh, here's like a super in-depth texture or like
here's the colors weren't super like, I mean, depending on what you were seeing in the episode, but like the colors weren't super like crazy or anything like that. They kept it relatively realistic.
Yeah, it's the difference between like an over-designed Halo 4 Master Chief and Classic. You know what I mean? Where it's like that's too much detail. It's unnecessary detail. But I think, I don't know. Like I feel like if you look back at a lot of those shows, like Cow and Chicken does not look like Dexter's Lab. Does not look like Cat Dog. Does not look like they don't look the same. Like if you saw those characters in like,
well, there are certainly like some like
there's some
instances where they are like very similar because a lot
Cow
of these
Chicken
people
and Dexter's Lab particularly have moments where I feel like there's some designs that are not super.
Well, all these people came from the same art school. They all, for the most part, came from Cal Arts, which is something that we're seeing again. Like all of these new cartoon like animators and like character designers also do come from Cal Arts, and they sort of adapt that similar style.
That's true.
So this does happen. I just happen to like that style from the 90s more, and I think that's what we're sort of saying
That's
here.
true. Yeah,
I think there was genuinely like more variety, like as far as like character designs go. I feel like now, and even some of the shows that I like, you know, like when you look at Rick and Morty, you can definitely see like the DNA of Adventure Time. You can see the DNA of regular show.
Yeah,
it's not the same exactly, but you can definitely see that
there's traces
kind of DNA. And like Steven Universe, you see that DNA all over the place, like everywhere.
I just wish that there
characters.
was we were like, you know, we have so much like in terms of technology and what we can do and like the things that we're learning creatively. Like I wish that the industry would just push itself a little more to create new things and to just really be like, just do something crazy and different.
Gumball is pretty fucking cool. Like as far as like an animation standpoint, that show is weird as hell because it mixes mediums constantly.
That's what I loved about Courage.
Yeah, like, Courage was really cool. A lot of shows back in the day did that. Genuinely.
Gumball is a great show. I actually love that show.
It's a good show, actually.
Because of how bananas it is. That show is just ridiculous.
SpongeBob did the same thing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They would have like
and early Adventure Time, like maybe not so much like mixed media, but like just the storyline in of itself and just like character interactions were pretty different.
Yeah.
I mean, now we sort of see that pretty often, but like for the time, it was really different.
It wasn't a thing at first. Like Adventure Time was like the first show like where you didn't really get lessons out of it. Like there was an episode I remember that was like, I didn't get a lesson at all. I was like, what the fuck was that?
I mean, there were lessons. It was just very subtle about it, I think.
No, but there was an episode I watched when like The Rock was crying about the guys fighting, and then the witches kept beating up Finn, and Finn was like, I don't want to fight you guys. I don't want to fight you. And it was like, oh, he's just not gonna fight him. And he ended up beating up these witches, and I was like, I guess he had to, but like, was I supposed to learn from that?
Yeah.
And I was just like, why is this mountain crying boulders? And then why are these strong men wrestling? And it was just such a weird episode. And I was like, wow, there's a lot of
weird shit. But like,
I was the beginning of it though, where like
we sort of that trend went off on a tangent and did not answer this person's question.
Oh yeah, sorry. What was
it? What do you mean?
He asked about your favorite episodes of Twilight Zone, and I kind of.
Oh my god, that was the beginning question.
I totally forgot that was the question.
Well, I know what my favorite is easily.
I might have to think a little bit. What's yours?
Okay, so this actually unfortunately links back to the terrible times we live in. But there was an episode of Twilight Zone where like there was this random infectious disease going around, right? And everybody was freaking out about it. And then one girl came in, she was like, this disease is from a book. And the cure is on Mars. And it's extremely contagious and fatal. And everybody was like, what? It was a fake disease that they got in a real world. And the cure didn't exist in this reality.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh. Why all the people in the episode, everybody had like pig faces.
Oh yeah, that's the one that I remember too.
Yeah, whenever I had the pig faces.
The beauty one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was this regular pretty girl, but she was ugly compared because she didn't have a pig face, and that was just norm.
It's weird. It's a weird show.
It is not a natural.
That's the one that I remembered,
television.
but I was trying to pick a different one because like that's probably the one that a lot of people remember because it was such a weird episode. I remember when there was this lady in like a hut, some lady in like a house, and like aliens were coming into her house, but they were like tiny or something. I like that one a lot, but I can't remember it specifically. It's been a minute since I've seen The Twilight Zone. It's not really easily watchable. Is it on Hulu or something?
It was on Netflix a while ago, though. Like 4 years ago?
I haven't gotten around to seeing the new
The Jordan Peele one?
Jordan Peele one.
I heard good things, but I've been able to watch lately.
I feel like it's probably not all that. I don't know. When you no revival of a television show is ever really. I struggle to think of a good one. You know.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Jordan Peele one is fine, but like I don't know if it'll give me the Twilight Zone feel that I want out of a Twilight. Like the whole allure of Twilight Zone to me is that it feels like the show itself is so old that it itself feels alien and strange.
Yeah.
So like to make a modern version of it, kind of like I don't think anybody can do that. I think that's why Black Mirror is its own thing, because I think Black Mirror was very obviously, hey, let's do the Twilight Zone, but not the Twilight Zone.
Not exactly.
Like it's very clear. Like it's very clear that that's the Twilight Zone. Like every episode has this weird twist, and it's like
it's a modernization of it. But
yeah, it's like eerie and like surreal, and like it's very clearly meant to be this generation's Twilight Zone. But I just love the guy who Rod Sterling.
He's creepy.
The guy who does the angels, like in a world where stupid people
die fast.
What will you do
when you realize you're stupid?
That's a Twilight Zone episode.
It is.
Some dude slowly realizes he's the stupidest person on the planet. He dies. He fucking perishes because he forgets how to breathe.
He starts forgetting things.
That intro sequence is so cool.
It is good. It's creepy. It's really if it's the aura is wrong. I know that I watch it, but like the aura is all messed up. I will
say though, continuing on with the tangent, because I thought the tangent was kind of fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog's mixed media was like one of the first examples of that shit that I remember.
Same.
I didn't like that.
You didn't like it?
That was the first
it scared
time.
me. I didn't like that. I didn't like.
Well, you didn't like it because it scared you, but you didn't like it because of it was like.
I liked what it did. Like it made its point across, but it scared the shit out of me.
I loved that. Like I don't do well with like scary video games, but I love scary movies and like scary TV shows.
Yeah, because they're not scary.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're less.
They're not scary. They're not scary in the same way.
They're not as like it's not as immersive.
A scary video game will fuck me up because I can't. Like it's too. I feel too connected to it. If I make a mistake and get got, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm the idiot. Whenever I watch a horror movie and some dude gets got, that ain't me getting got. It's him getting got.
I know you weren't gotten.
I didn't get got.
I got you.
He got got.
I get it. For me, I'm not really afraid of anything that's not like real. So like my fears are very real things.
What does that mean? Come on.
Video games don't scare me anymore. Horror movies, I laugh my ass off because everyone in horror movies are idiots.
I bet PT would have you fucking screaming.
PT, that did something. That was definitely... PTs didn't scare me because it was like a bunch of weird shit, and I was like paying attention. I was like, this is kind of strange. But then I turned around in PT one time. I was like, can I turn around? And I saw that thing, and it was just dread. I just felt like infinite dread, like someone poured a can of dread on my head. I haven't been truly scared. That shit fucked me, bro.
I haven't been truly scared, and I've been startled and like unsettled.
Everybody's been startled
by like video games. Like I was playing Resident Evil 2, and I had like a little gameplay series, and I was gonna continue that before the fucking save got destroyed. But where like some of the fights in that game and some of the sequences of that game are scary. But like I was never scared to my core when I was playing that game. I love that game a lot. Resident Evil 2 remake is so good.
Great.
But I think the last time I was truly scared to my core was when I first read the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark books.
Yeah.
Because the drawings in that fucking book,
they're amazing.
Were so uniquely fucked up.
There's Alien.
The problem with those. I'm sure everybody here knows what we're talking about, but on the chance that you don't, look up Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and look up the images. All of it is nightmare fuel. It's definitely far worse when you're a kid. And you're like, I found that book in Catholic school.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it was in the library, and I took it home, and I was so scared of it that I didn't want it in my room. I kept it in my book bag in the living room, far away from me, because I was scared of the book, actually. It is some of the most unsettling illustration I have ever seen, and a lot of it is because so much of the details in those drawings are implied.
They're vague, yeah.
They're vague. So like there's like
that
could be a nose, maybe. So it leaves like it fills so much that like the designs are really specific and they stick out to you. But also, it lets your brain sort of fill in the rest.
It does the Lovecraft thing, where it gives you enough information to be able to form the base idea of it, but then you start filling in the blanks, and that's what scares you the most.
For sure.
I hated it. I remember there was one little thing that would sit on top of your arm. There was a little thing that the story was about, like it would appear on your desk.
Yeah,
sound.
I think it's like thup or something.
Yeah.
Literally, it's like thup up, and it's like this fucking disgusting.
And I was like, I don't like, because I don't know exactly. Like I saw the picture of it, and I was like, I don't know exactly what this is, and it's bothering me.
Isn't that amazing?
I hate it. I hate that.
It was done so well, man. I know that guy's name, like the illustrator's name by heart, just because I looked at that book so often. Dude's like, I think it's Stephen Gamble. He did like a bunch of, he did some children's books, which is like,
I love that.
I don't know what the hell you're doing, but
yeah, man, you can turn it on, you can turn it off.
Yeah, you can turn it on, turn it off. It really is. I think it does still hold up. I think like if you gave that to a kid now, it would still freak him the fuck out.
It wouldn't. It would be gross.
They did a really good job with the designs in that movie too.
I haven't seen the movie yet. Was it actually creepy?
The movie's not great. It's fun.
It's cool because all of those things are practical effects.
Yeah.
Like those costumes are incredible that they made to create those creatures.
We should watch that. We should definitely give that a watch.
It's a fun movie.
I need to definitely rewatch it.
It's a PG-13 kind of horror movie, so it's not like...
Yeah.
And you don't really go into it like for the plot of the movie. You want to see those those creatures come to life.
Like Harold and the lady with the scraggly hair.
Yeah,
the fat lady with the scraggly hair fucks me up every time I see it.
That design scares me. You said that and that scared. Like I felt something in my back.
Yeah, because you know what I'm talking about.
That shit fucking scared me. I was.
You know what scared me as a kid? I don't know if you remember, but the aliens on Sesame Street.
I don't remember them.
The yippee yippies.
The aliens scared you?
Oh, I was terrified.
They
My
were so
dad
nice.
would chase me around our like
cool.
small house in Yonkers in New York and just go yip 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 yip, and I would cry. I would be in tears, and he would just be laughing at me.
That's not cool.
I mean, no, but
that's not cool at all. For me, the only thing that really scares me is the ocean. And space.
I'm afraid of the ocean too. Like
ocean and space. They're the two things that but they scare me for the same reasons. So
I'd much rather be trapped in space than the ocean.
I agree.
I think I would, but I
would rather be trapped in space than the ocean.
I would rather be trapped in space because of the being able to go and explore, like to see more of the verse would probably be kind of impressive. But like the void, the absolute vacuum, and the vacancy of knowledge about space.
That's what's like sort of like calming to me. Like that space is sort of like a void. Like there's sort of nothingness. Like in the ocean, I am terrified of sharks. Ooh, no, don't put me near a body of water.
I'm afraid. I'm so afraid of the ocean that, like, if I woke up on a boat, I would just die.
What do you mean?
I would die. Like I'd wake up and I would see it, and then I would just stop all my functions. I hate it.
Yeah.
I was on a cruise once, and I looked over on the side, and I literally started crying.
I went on a boat.
I had to be taken into the inside because I was gonna die.
I went on like a weird boat ride in Niagara Falls, where we went under the falls, or something. It was called the Mini Haha. I remember because it was such a stupid. I remember it because it was such a stupid name.
So stupid.
It was the dumbest name ever. But like we went there in like 2001 or 2002. I remember I was so mad because like that was when I got my Xbox, my original Xbox.
And you just didn't want to have anything to do with the Mini
I just
Haha.
got it. And I played the first level of Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire, like first Spider-Man, the first level of it. When we were swinging around on the fucking sky, and then they pulled me. They pulled me to Canada. Imagine
to take you on some boat ride.
I was so excited. I was glowing, and they ripped me apart.
I don't think I've ever seen you glow.
That was the last time.
The first and last.
Actually, the second time was when I saw Spider-Man 2 7 times in theaters.
Nice.
Your poor parents.
Well, no, we have a big family. They definitely
switched out.
They definitely switched out people who hadn't seen it to avoid redundancy.
Okay.
But
I don't know, man. The ocean's so big. and like the shit that's down there.
Yeah, it's all scary. It's all scary.
The problem is
they got things down there with see-through foreheads. Like, what the fuck is that?
They do.
What
yeah.
the fuck is that?
The problem with the ocean is that like I just prefer space way more than the ocean because like space is just cool. Like the premise of like when you're in space, that alone is impressive.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh shit, people don't do this. But
people like fall in the ocean all the time.
People go in the ocean all the time. We know kind of a lot about the ocean, even though we don't know like a lot about what's in it. And that's what's scary. Is that you don't know what the fuck's in there, but you know shit's in there. With space, it's like, there's stuff out there, but you're never going to graze it. It's never going to graze past your leg.
Well, an asteroid can come and just destroy you.
Yeah, but then you're just dead.
That's true.
Like,
it's just instant.
If you're in space, you also got like, you're definitely in like a little capsule of some kind. And you're like, you got like zero gravity. You get to feel what that's like. That's kind of cool. It's just neat.
Yeah, I guess. Because like, I started thinking about.
I had a dream though where I was in space and I heard a knock at the door and I could not. I woke up. I woke up with like my heart was exploding.
I don't know, man. I'd rather deal with space because like octopuses are in the ocean and like every time I see octopuses, I roar at them.
You roar?
I roar at them because that's how alien they are to me. That my body's like scare it away quick. Roar.
Because it's a fucking octopus.
They're so scary. They scare the shit out of me, dude.
Octopi are generally kind of freaky animals. I don't appreciate the fact that they can fit through the what is it, a hole the size of a quarter or something, or a silver dollar.
They fell from the sky. I'm sure.
They're definitely not of this earth. They became of this earth over time.
They definitely like mind flares fell out of the sky from D&D, and then like the impact was so bad they had to degrade and become octopuses and stay like that now because they can't turn back. They definitely devolved, and then they don't know how to evolve back.
I would be more scared of octopi if they just didn't have that stupid breeding problem.
What?
Oh, do you not know?
No.
So octopi, basically, when an octopus gets pregnant, it basically just sits there and starves to death.
Oh.
And the little babies can just eat the mother. And a male octopus, once it impregnates, just literally kills itself. It literally like bashes its brains into rocks until it dies.
Wow.
I feel like if an octopus picked up a gun,
it would understand what it was.
No. It would understand everyone's reaction to it.
They would know that.
And they'd be like, people are scared of this for a reason. I don't know yet. I will figure it out.
They definitely do.
They'll be like,
they definitely do give that vibe off. They're definitely.
I get it.
They're too intelligent.
They don't understand everything, but they can definitely in time put together a picture.
It's ridiculous. Like everything in the ocean is too much for me.
I would kill them all if I could, actually.
So would you rather be in space?
I guess.
Yes.
I guess, but like it's not a.
I'd rather just.
It's not a hard.
If
it's
we
not
had
hard
to pick
beat
where
the
we
ocean.
died, I'd rather just be in my bed. I think that's across the board.
I want to get deatomized, but like that's just me.
Michael T. Belling wrote in, or Bailing, I think.
Bailing.
Wrote in. He said, "Hey y'all.
Hey.
If you could mix two games together to make a perfect game, which two would it be?"
Red Dead Redemption and Breath of the Wild.
Ooh.
That'd be the best video game ever.
That'd
be the best single player experience ever.
So like just like a super fleshed out narrative with crazy physics.
Yeah, and some Skyrim.
And some
some like wild shit's happening.
Only two. You get two.
Damn it. Okay.
You only get two. You can't throw in Skyrim though.
Okay, so it'd be Breath of the Wild and Red Dead.
That could be fun.
It'd be like a Zelda game, like an unbelievable narrative.
Yeah.
I still need a minute to think about mine.
Okay. I would maybe say
no.
I would maybe say ooh, I don't know.
I have another one, but like
you have another one?
Yeah. It'd be like a combination of D&D and Destiny. Like a more Dungeons and Dragon based Destiny. Where like it'd be sort of like you would take the class premise of Dungeons and Dragons, but you would turn it into an FPS somehow.
I wonder if there's like a D&D set for like
Destiny?
That could be cool.
Someone's probably already done it. I'm definitely gonna look it up. If anyone knows anything about that, DM me it, and I'll retweet it and follow you. Also.
Yeah, that could be fun.
That'd be really cool.
I'm gonna say Animal Crossing and like imagine like Final Fantasy VII with that.
Final Fantasy VII and Animal Crossing. I wonder what that would be.
Where would the convergence be though? Like what like at what point would you add one and the other?
I'm thinking about it more like a survival strategy game.
Right.
But you're like imagine the style of Animal Crossing, but with like the like the combat of Final Fantasy VII and like
Harvest
the
Moon
world.
I'm thinking of Harvest Moon. That's just giving me the Harvest Moon vibe.
See, after I said that, I was like, there is a Harvest Moon game where you're like,
you're fighting people.
Yeah.
It's for Game Boy, right? I remember playing it. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, for the DS.
Yeah. What about you, Chris? What would you combine?
I don't know,
Halo and Doom Eternal.
Probably.
Exactly
honestly.
that.
Probably. If you give me a grappling hook in Halo, I'm happy. I'm a happy boy. But maybe
Halo's need a grappling hook.
Maybe if I could have somehow Grand Theft Auto Online and Crash Team Racing.
What is wrong with you? You know how much dickery that game would just be being an asshole on a cart game.
It would be just drifting at insane speeds into people on the sidewalk. It would just be, and I'm all about it.
That would be, honestly,
all about it.
We need to work on this, Chris.
Imagine like Animal Crossing and like Tetris together. Like
how would that
something
work?
with like zero strategy and like all the strategy.
Tetris
That's too polarized.
I love Tetris so much. Tetris is probably one of the best video games ever created.
So you used to say that years ago, and I would always think you're so stupid. Like, oh, you're dumb. Tetris is not that good of a game. And then I realized what you meant by how it's accessibility, it's understandable, how it's a higher level of gameplay if you actually think about it. Like, it is actually a fantastic creation.
Yeah. It's one of the most impeccably well-designed games ever by sheer accident. Some fucking communist just invented it in Russia.
I think...
Insane.
Yeah.
Just Looney Tunes.
I think that...
You know that guy didn't make money off that for the longest fucking time?
That's insane. You know how many Tetris ripoffs there's been?
Oh, plenty.
Like a million.
Like most of video games.
Yeah.
Definitely in the 80s.
Do you remember Tetris Battle on Facebook back when we were on like... No?
I don't remember that.
I remember
Farmville, right?
Farmville, oh my God.
And what was the other one? Bejeweled?
Yeah.
Peggle!
I hated Farmville. Oh my
Hexic
God.
HD.
That was when you could poke people on Facebook. Remember that? Can you still do that? No,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. I don't think anybody gives a shit because nobody uses
Who uses Facebook? Honestly.
I use Facebook to check out all of the stupid things I said 10 years ago. It's pretty much the only thing. And sometimes I'm eerily correct with some of the predictions that I made. Except one time where I said during E3, they were like, Epic Games just showed off this Fortnite thing. No one's going to play this.
Shit, you were wrong.
I was right because what they showed was the PvE. So I was technically correct. Nobody did play it. They only played it after the Battle Royale was added. But I did think it was funny just to see Fortnite, no one's going to play this.
Is that still around?
Huh?
Fortnite, is that game still around?
Fortnite?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. It's making a ton of money still. Still.
Damn.
Apex Legends and like now Modern Warfare has got their own like Warzone thing going on. That's like
God.
15 million people played it apparently, which doesn't surprise me. It's a free game. It's no barrier to entry, and it's probably being advertised on every single Call of Duty game that's ever existed since like the dawning of, the ability to patch updates into games.
Yeah.
So like I would imagine, and it's available on everything. I'm pretty sure. I think it's on PC. I think it's on PC and Xbox One and PS4. So.
Hey man, well, if it works, it works. Do your thing.
Yeah, and there's also just the sheer fact that like crossplay exists.
Yeah, that's
and crossplay is like props to them. Props to Call of Duty, honestly, for like kind of pushing this because I hope to God that everybody else sees this and understands that it's a good idea.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just wet in my mouth.
You fumbling with your mouth?
A little bit. Stumbling inside my mouth.
Why? Why do you do these things?
I want my mouth to be limber.
You
just
should
make my life
start
harder.
your own ASMR channel.
I would never do that.
You wouldn't?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Dude, I totally would.
Go for it.
I am. In these trying times,
Give us
I will try anything.
Give us a sample, Gabby.
Guys, it's me. It's me, Gabby. Hey there. I'm going to lull you to sleep.
I'm going to start doing impressions. Look, this is my Arbiter impression. Hey, guys, I'm...
That's just Jalen's Arnold impression.
You sound like the kid from Polar Express.
Oh my
The
God.
kid with the glasses,
yeah.
the blonde kid.
Mandark?
He turns over and he looks at you. I know you're talking about the kid that hops over his desk and he's like, hey, what are you doing on this train?
He's the one that's like, hey, look at that poor kid.
Yeah.
That snuck on the
Hey, look
train.
at that poor kid. What a stupid little boy he is.
Wait, I'll actually try my Arbiter impression. I've been practicing the last day.
Really? Why?
Because, Chris, I'm trying to mimic his voice as best as possible.
This
Go
is just
for it,
you.
buddy.
This is just your voice.
It's not exactly my voice.
It's basically your voice.
I'm trying hard on this.
You're not trying hard enough.
Chief, I can't do it. I wish. My voice is not deep enough yet.
Yeah. Yet?
Yeah.
You're done, dude.
Nah, I think I'll get a little deeper.
You're not. It's gonna get lighter, if anything.
No, my voice will deepen.
You know old people, how they go like.
I've never heard an old person do
That
that
sounds like a human in mid transition to becoming an animal. They're like on their way.
That's what an old person is.
Whoa.
That sounded like a transition. That sounded like a whole like transformation there. That sounds like shit that you would hear in the jungle at night, and you'd probably.
I
Shit
wish
your pants.
Sailor Moon made that sound as she was transforming.
That would have definitely changed me as a little kid because I watched that show a lot. So I'd have been like,
She just performs these guttural throatal clicks.
Imagine that.
I would have been a different kid.
Same.
Josh Paddock wrote in. He said, "Hey boyos,
Oh.
what's one unpopular opinion you hold that you will defend till the day you die?
Ooh.
Here's to living in this apocalyptic hellscape." Thank you, Josh.
Thanks, we appreciate it. Let's hear it. What's yours?
Oh, and I'm gonna need a minute to think about it. I
come
already
on, you
spoke
go.
about Steven Universe.
I don't know. One unpopular opinion. It's not really unpopular, but I think anime as a whole is just really. I think animes are really write bad character interactions. I think character interactions from anime don't translate very well to American audiences, particularly me. Particularly me. But like I just don't like the way that people gasp and like kind of gesture so much.
Yeah.
And it's so much emoting. Like that's like I've never done that. I've done that when I was younger, mimicking anime. I've never done that.
Yeah, exactly.
In
yeah.
real life, you know, that's just my opinion. I don't think they're.
You've never been hit in the stomach. You've never been hit in the stomach. You've never been hit in the stomach, and you go.
I've done it mimicking that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've done it mimicking.
It
that.
is very. A
It's
lot of
very
it is
jarring to me, but like it's also it's a cultural difference.
the kids ruined it. I think.
Yes.
The kids ruined it. The kids who would mimic it, because every time I would see a really cool character in anime act like that, I would just think of the stupid kid who mimics him. So like it was just all cringe, always.
It would
and
make
it
me
ruined
cringe.
an entire medium for me.
It was like I just don't like this.
I don't know. I checked out of anime after I watched Clonad.
The second somebody does this and they put their little Rar. I just want to headbutt a fucking table until I can't walk anymore.
The second I walk in with someone having an inner monologue out loud, I'm like, fuck you, man. No one does that. No one fucking does that. No one says, "Oh my goodness, I can't do this." It's like, you're like, "Fuck!"
No.
I scream, "Fuck!"
No,
that's what I do.
You have to do this. Think of what your parents
I'm
would
your
do.
friend. Aren't I your friend? This is what friends do. He's like, "I got you, man. Don't worry about it." That's what friends do. I got you, bro. Don't trip.
I definitely had inner monologues out loud when I'm hysterical
Yeah.
and my fucking life is crumbling around me. But like
I had
never.
one of those,
I don't
the
have
other
inner
day.
monologues out loud. I just yell.
I don't have an inner monologue. Do you remember that conversation that was happening like on the internet in general, like a couple like weeks ago? That was like, do you have an inner monologue or do you not have an inner monologue?
I have an inner one, yes, but I don't have.
You have an
one-
inner monologue?
I don't have one that leaves my body.
I don't have an inner monologue.
I do all the time.
I don't have an inner monologue.
But I think that's like years of smoking weed.
What?
When I used to smoke before, I would have like really serious ones. Like I'd having
You hear a voice talking in your head.
sometimes, yeah.
I don't hear. I just have abstract thoughts. It's just like abstract. Like there's no voice at all.
I have one definitely.
That's crazy.
Probably.
I was always confused when I would like watch cartoons and they like characters would be thinking
Do you have one, Gabby?
and it would be voices. It's always
I
weird
mean,
to
I
me.
hear my own voice in my head, but I think that's just thoughts.
Yeah,
like
I think that's what thoughts are.
See,
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's like I don't think in my own voice.
do you think in my voice?
I don't think in voice. I
I'm
think
gonna
I think in
I would think
thoughts.
In thoughts, I think in voice, because whenever
like you have to hear something. Though.
No, you don't have to hear something.
'cause
That's
look-
called hallucination, Gabby.
No, like that's just a thought, dude.
Look.
You don't hear your thoughts.
I hear my thoughts sometimes, but I hear other people's thoughts too. But when I asked my grandma this, and I asked a bunch of my friends to speak different languages, they're like, "What language do you think in?" And my grandma said she thinks in English sometimes, but that's how she thinks in Spanish.
I don't think in language.
But then that goes back to if everyone thinks in language. What language does a deaf person think? Like a blind person thinking, you know, or like a deaf person.
If I'm thinking I need to go to the store, right? I'm not thinking that sentence. I'm thinking the things in like the synapses firing in my brain to make that sentence happen.
But you know
what I mean? It's the root of the sentence before it even becomes like something that's said out loud in my head.
But I think I got that. I think I started doing that based on watching television shows of people doing stuff like that. I think I saw that before I could really justify how I thought in my own head.
Right.
So it was made that way because of things I saw, which is very possible for me.
Yeah, so it's like media just sort of influencing how
I behave. Yeah, well,
yeah.
Absolutely.
It's funny because I feel like for the most part, kids just act like cartoon characters.
Yeah, because that's what they think how people act.
And it's really infuriating.
Absolutely. One time I pushed my nephew down, and then my niece, I was like, "Don't do that to him. He's my brother, and I love him." And she ran at me, and I shoved her down too. And I was like, "People don't do that. Somebody would just attack me. You let me know you were coming."
Yeah, exactly, like a cartoon.
You just let me know you were coming. Like,
you can't do that.
Stop that. I don't want you to hurt him anymore. I did that shit too, because it knocked the shit out of me.
You don't let people know that a sneak attack is coming.
Exactly. You just do. You don't yell. Yeah. Like, are you slow? I have a gun. I'm gonna shoot you. You're not gonna get to me in time. Come on.
It's funny though. Like I remember my nephews would be like, whenever they would like try to throw a punch at me, and I would like block it. They would always do like these anime faces, and I would always like I would just cringe at them. I'd be like, ew,
ew, cringe, gross,
ew, cringe, gross.
Dislike, dab.
Okay, boomer.
Oh
Okay, boomer. Okay.
Whatever you say, boomer.
Whatever you say, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say, boomer.
Boomer. Luigi's Pasta Linguini.
I like that.
Wrote in. He says, "Hee ho, penne boys.
Olaf.
Have any of you watched/read Berserk? If so, what are your thoughts on the series so far?"
Dope.
I can't. It's too cringe.
Nice. Sick. End of convo. Get at me. I'm gonna be wasting some pussy in a few seconds. Get out of here.
Have you seen it? I haven't seen it.
I watched the original Berserk and read it when I was younger, like years ago, but that's when I was still a weeb. Berserk is insane. Guts is very, very, very motivated. He's a very motivated character.
Yeah.
And he is really good at killing people.
Would you consider yourself motivated?
No, not very motivated. I kind of want to die a lot. But I also don't at the same time. That's the human conundrum, you know. Like most people think, like, oh, I want to die, but then there's time, like, oh, you can die. It's like, oh shit, I want to live. There's so much more I want to do, you know.
Yeah, it's like the people who like jump off bridges and like
and
survive.
Change their mind.
Like whenever they like, there's so many stories of people who like jump off bridges and then they like survive. They like land in the water in like a weird way that like, and they're fine. And then they were like halfway down, I changed my mind. Like the second I fell off, I changed my mind like real fast.
Well, I mean, like the thing about that is that, like, you know,
because you can't just, because it's not a fucking DVD. It's not a VHS tape. You can't rewind when you fall off a bridge.
Exactly. Or you can't rewind decisions, you know, or actions.
This isn't theater mode. This isn't theater mode in Halo 3 circa 2007. You can't just like back up.
Circa, not via. Not in 2007 Halo 2 theater mode.
Via isn't.
Yeah, via is through.
No.
Yeah, via is through.
No, via is with, isn't it?
No, via is through.
Are you sure?
Send this via email. Through email.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say through 2007.
Yeah.
Oh.
You asshole.
You can say like by. It's sort of like by.
I thought circa meant like.
I think circa means the same thing.
Oh yeah, so circa just means approximately.
Oh, so yeah, why'd you say that?
I don't know, I just like circa.
Hope you get circumcised in your neck.
What does that mean? My neck? You want my neck circumcised? Yeah. So the front of my neck?
Or the back? I don't know.
My Adam's apple?
We'll just make your neck shorter.
It's just thin out your neck. It gets excess
no,
neck you got.
because circumcising is not making the pee-pee shorter.
It's chopping off some of the pee-pee.
Yeah, taking off the skin. Okay.
Yeah.
So this part of your neck will be gone, I guess, and you'll die.
Can you make it shorter? Is
What?
that a thing, like a medical practice?
To make it a penis reduction?
The shortening? Yeah. The shortening? Shortening bread?
I don't think anybody's looking for a penis reduction.
I mean, you never know.
Imagine having
You do.
You'd assume. You don't know, but you would safely assume.
You do. You know what someone brought up to me the other day?
What's that?
I hadn't thought about. A boob job is a pretty common thing.
Right.
A penis job?
There's no. What I'm saying is like there's no common male plastic surgery. Like I genuinely can't think of any.
Well, it's the common one. It's just sort of like tightening up your face.
I guess a common one. Yeah, I guess a common one would be like Botox and like nose jobs and stuff.
I feel like
imagine...
men definitely get that shit too. That's definitely not only woman thing. It's
no, for
probably
sure.
a more woman thing, I guess, but like it's not an only woman thing.
Yeah.
If you could like get plastic surgery to look like anybody, who would you pick?
Oh my god! If I could look like anyone,
Yeah.
Stanley as of today.
Like dead?
Yeah.
What is your fucking? I'd look like Michael Jackson when he was the zombie.
What?
In Thriller. Because that face, how fucking my eyes are already sunk in, because I'm a Puerto Rican. So her eyes are just a little further in our eyes than they should be.
That's true.
But like,
I would want to look like Worf.
I look like Arbiter, actually.
You would want a fucking 4-lipped mandible?
Hell yeah.
And no bottom lip, so you're
just like a fucking monster. Yes, for sure.
That would scare the shit out of me.
I've seen just about every human that looks every sort of way. I want to be unique.
If someone were to go through with that surgery and like make themselves look like an elite, I would have to pay respect to them. Because that is such an insanely
that's so painful,
stupid, painful thing to do.
Every night he's in pain because his face doesn't work the right way.
His face is constantly open. His face
he's getting infections. He's getting infections and shit.
Ooh, boy. Man.
Oh God, I would love it. I'd love it. I just love knowing one day that I might feel ultimate pain.
I don't know if I would want to look like anybody else.
I'm fine looking like me. I'm not the best looking. I'm not hideous. I'm not really great looking. I'm like real.
Is there anything you would change about you?
I already told you that.
Nothing?
My nose.
Oh, your nose?
Yeah. I have a hybrid nose and I hate it.
That's everybody's answer, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody likes their nose because they're staring at it all the time.
Yeah, you see it so much.
Yeah. You just have to pretend it's not there, but you know it's there.
God
you always see it.
Stop bringing them up.
Isn't that annoying that you always see it, but you never pay attention to it until somebody brings it up? It's like the fact that like your tongue doesn't have a natural resting place in your mouth.
Don't say this. God damn it. Now my tongue's jumping around my mouth.
Yeah. It gets uncomfortable.
Yeah. I would like to have my eyes look less tired. But it's the Puerto Rican thing again. Like it's just the sunken.
Yeah, we're just always gonna look tired.
We just look sleepy.
We've just been through so much.
We've just been worked so much by the land and the water.
My God,
and the
man.
fucking Spaniards. Don't talk about the Spaniards.
Yeah, the Spaniards,
the
Spaniards, land and sea, all three elements.
I was hoping that maybe like the Italian in me would like push them out a little bit, but it's just not.
No, you still got hurricane trauma, honestly.
Dude, honestly, man, I'm a black person mostly. But I'm Hispanic enough to have the sleepy eyes.
I always, man, if I had a Snapple right now, I'd be off the walls. I would be off the walls.
I would really
say,
like
Chris,
some cheesecake.
You would say, Chris, you look mighty awake right now. Is what you would say.
you've woken up a little bit like
Chris. You don't even look like you. That's the funniest thing ever.
What does that mean, you asshole?
You know the picture of me on the beach? Where I don't even really look like me.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I've never seen this picture.
That picture is fucking haunting.
I feel like when we first started this podcast episode, you looked like you circa 2010 when I first met you.
Really? Just tired and sad?
Yeah. Now you're looking a little less that. You're going into...
You're more Chris circa 2014.
I just jumped. Yeah. Just before we started recording, I was dead.
Yeah. You were really not okay.
I was not all right. I was moving real slow. I was talking real slow.
You were getting angry too. I could feel your frustration as we were trying to set this stuff up. Like, I tried to stay away from you as much as possible because I didn't want you to hit me.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
the
not.
best.
I do.
Calm down.
I do have a tendency to hit people.
I love
you just start like swinging your arms.
Sometimes I hit women a lot, but like
I love when Chris is upset because that's when I bother him the most.
Yeah,
I noticed you were testing the waters a little bit, and I felt.
Oh, that's all I do. That's all I do. Because he's gonna snap on it and kill me, and it's gonna be his fault because he was weak enough to fall for it.
I just don't want to be in the
fucking game.
way.
It's a bait. It's bait.
I just have no ability to defend myself, and I just don't want to experience this while I'm here. I'm already down and out.
Yeah, it was definitely wise of you to avoid me because I definitely would have swung like real hard.
Yeah.
On you.
Yeah.
And I would have joined in honestly because if we're hitting people, I mean, who am I to say no?
Yeah, I mean, I'm also the weakest person here. I can totally tell you that for sure. Absolutely 100%.
I'm 100% the weakest person in this room.
I am the most vulnerable. I have no upper body strength. I am so fragile. I bruise so easily.
You fainted.
I fainted.
You fainted recently.
Yeah.
I don't think you bruise faster than my girlfriend.
You fainted in a Target.
Yeah. Okay, to just preface this, it's not because I was sick or anything. I've been under a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, and I'm sure a lot of us are too. And I went to Target to just get a few groceries. I was also anticipating hearing back from like a job.
Yeah.
So that was also stressing me out. So I was in line, and this was after seeing all the shelves empty. Like, I could barely buy any. Like, the only source of protein that I could find was shrimp. Like, a bag of shrimp and, like, some mac and cheese. So I'm at the counter, and suddenly, like, I don't hear so well. Like, I can just, like, I can just, like, be aware enough to be like, man, I can't hear the cashier person talking to me. And, like, I feel like I can't stand, so I, like, brace myself. And I'm suddenly sweating. And be aware, there are a lot of people around me. Like, just a lot. And I can promise you that I went totally pale. And suddenly, I'm on the ground, and I hear someone say, "She's not breathing, call 911."
Oh, no.
And that's when I got up, and I was like, I'm fine. Like, it was like that scene in, like, Pulp Fiction where they stab her after she like, OD'd. That's how I got up. Because I was just like, what's going on? And I scared all of the people around me. Like, I had a woman looking at me the whole time, and they got me water, and, like, I felt fine. I mean, I was extremely embarrassed. I was crying, because I was just like, don't look at me.
It's embarrassing to faint.
Yeah, it's embarrassing to faint. And then also, like, I hit my mouth on, like, the card reader. So there's, like, a bruise inside. Like, you can't see it.
Yeah,
but inside my mouth, there's pain.
That's the worst.
So I promise you I'm fine, though. Like, it was just a very high.
I know you're fine.
Yeah.
That sucks, though.
I'm also susceptible. Like, I have fainted before because of stressful situations and also just low blood sugar.
I've never fainted in my life. I don't know what that's like.
I've been knocked unconscious, but I never fainted.
I've never been knocked unconscious either.
That shit is zany.
I skidded across a concrete baseball field on the top of my head.
Why were you on a concrete baseball? What the fuck is that?
You know what that is? That's a parking lot in a Catholic school that had no funding, is what it is.
Oh my
yeah, they're all like that.
Lord.
We had we just had a parking lot that we put all the cars in to the front of the school.
It was like that at my
Catholic school. And then we would play
too.
baseball. And I remember I was running from first base to second base, and I tripped over my right leg hit my left leg, and I flipped completely vertically. It was like somebody mirror flipped me vertically. And I was skidding across the ground on my head for a good 3 yards, I think. And then I fell over, and everybody was like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Absolutely not." I remember this like it was fucking yesterday.
I've definitely fell off things, hit my head, and it was like, they're like, "Are you fine?" And I'm like, "I can't see where you are. I'm not fine." My eyes are wide open.
I literally have a bald spot on my head because I fucking
Same.
like it doesn't grow hair because I destroyed every cell on the top of my head.
I definitely have a ball.
Playing baseball of all fucking
I had
things.
a huge knot. It looked like I looked at a fucking leak. It was like a knot like coming out of my head, really bad.
That's disgusting.
I'm fine now.
I mean, you say that, but that's.
I definitely lost a lot of my intelligence. I could have been above intelligence.
I am above intelligence.
I could have been something truly impressive, but I hurt myself at a young age because I was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I apologize to the people of Target that were probably very scared of seeing a person pass out in front of them.
Yeah, you were a zombie.
What's the stupidest thing that you did as a kid that you would not let your kid do?
So I had a fascination with fire at a young age.
You had a fascination with what?
With fire.
Fire?
Yes, okay. I enjoyed fire quite a bit. And I wanted to make a fireball.
So my God.
I told you the story before.
Yeah.
So what I did was what I did was this. I got a softball, put it on the stove, fit perfectly into like one of the little like gas stoves in the city.
Yeah.
And I poured oil on it. A lot of oil on the ball.
Wait, listen.
I put a lot of oil on it. And then I turned on my stove and it ignited big. Like it was a big flame. And I was staring at it. It was me and my dog, Duchess, at the time, staring at this fireball. And I was like, magnificent. I was just thinking like, and then my grandmother was like, "I smell something burning. What's that?" And I was like, "I can't get caught now. I'll be doomed. I'll be beat to death."
So what'd you do?
So I grabbed this fucking ball. I grabbed the mitten, put it on my hand, grabbed this ball of fire, this flaming softball, and threw it off a 5th-story building window. I threw it out the window. I just threw it out the window. And I heard screaming. Yes.
You imagine living in the city and then walking down the street and you see some fucking Mario ass fireball fall out of a window.
Dude, I didn't see any crazy things when I was in the Bronx. Not a thing.
That's insane to me.
I mean, I
saw a lot of roaches.
It's crazy relative. That's why.
Where were you in the Bronx mostly?
I was on the best part of the Bronx, and I saw crazy shit all the time. I'm from the Grand Concourse, and I saw crazy shit religiously. I saw a homeless man get kicked in his sleep, bro. That shit was wild. I was like, why'd they do that to him?
I'll never forget this. Like when I was coming home from my grandmother's house. She lived on Gun Hill Road in the Bronx.
That place is wild.
It's not ideal.
Gun Hill's
and then
bad.
it was like it was on Gun Hill where the train from Missoula was. It was like you're making a left. You had to make a left to go to Yonkers, and we were stopped at the light, and I turned to my right, and I see these three men beating up with vicious intent a fucking payphone, destroying it, punching it. They didn't have tools. They weren't
just had their hands.
They weren't trying to like break. I assume they were trying to break in to get like the money, right? The change in the payphone. There's no other reason to destroy a payphone.
You'd assume.
Punching it, like not like this, not like hammering it, like you would bash on a door. Punching, kicking, kneeing, screaming, hollering.
It was hollering.
It was crazy. I thought somebody was like playing some like some crazy like scream music for a minute, and then I turned to my right, and all these guys are just beating up this payphone. I'm like, I don't know.
Back home, New York. Look. You watch TV, and you're like, New York is a beautiful place. Go visit New York. New York is so nice. That's not New York, man. New York is the crazy shit. The fucking people not caring about something crazy. Dude, New Yorkers, like this is the thing. I've noticed this. Being from New York, I am really good at observing places I walk into. I walk into it and I'm like, all right, cool. Someone starts getting loud. It's like, that guy's aura's wrong. I'm going to get out of here.
Yeah.
My girlfriend does not have that ability.
Yeah.
She's like, why are we leaving? What's going on? It's like, I'm pretty sure this man has a gun. I'm pretty sure I can feel it. It feels familiar.
Yeah,
we
can feel danger.
Spider-Man doesn't have a spider sense. He's a New Yorker, and he's just seen people have weapons so often that he knows.
Yeah.
He's seen so many attacks.
It is ridiculous.
What about you, guy? What's the craziest thing you ever seen back home? Or ever?
Well, I remember when I was in college.
Or did.
Did, specifically.
Did.
Oh, did?
Yeah. Because you threw a fireball out of a window.
Yeah,
that shit is wild, bro.
I think, like, I've always been aware of, like, my mortality. Like, I think the wackiest thing that I ever did was, like, go on, like, I was into skateboarding, and that was the craziest thing, because I was just like, I can't get hurt, but I never, like, threw a fireball. I never lived on the edge like that.
I
but
didn't
you know what?
throw it.
Now.
I tossed it out of a window. I didn't throw it. I tossed it out of a window.
I would take thermometers to school, to Catholic school, and I would break them over anthills and watch the ants react to mercury. I don't even know how it would be. I was so young to do that.
How did you pick that up?
I don't know. I don't know. I was very little.
What is wrong with you? Actually,
it's not like I'm like putting. It's not like
It's not like I'm like putting this toxic thing around these animals.
They're not animals. Come on. We're not gonna have this argument again.
To you.
Huh?
Those ants didn't do anything to you.
Okay, sure.
They
would
just exist in your world.
If ants were big enough to do something to me, they would.
Yes, but like, so would everything.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No. A bee would probably just be cuddly.
A bee?
Yeah, a bee. What are you afraid of bees?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Are you not afraid of anything?
Here's the thing. Like, I don't react well to like bug bites or anything like that. So I don't know what a bee sting will do to me.
I've never been stung by a bee.
I've been stung by a wasp.
Oh.
It's not fun. Feels like a gunshot real quick.
That's what my dad described it as.
Yeah, it really is like painful on a level that you like really can't comprehend, and then it's gone immediately. and then your finger looks like a fucking like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. Just swells up like a balloon. It's the stupidest looking thing in the world. I had to go to school where I had to wear a glove. Because my hand would look stupid without the glove.
I got bit by a horsefly when I was a kid, and my arm it was swollen. It was disgusting. I couldn't wear a long sleeve shirt. I had to cut my sleeves off of my shirts as a
That's insane. I never heard by animals. I've been bit by dogs before.
I knew this kid who used to chew Silly Putty.
I licked Play-Doh once.
I would, huh?
I licked Play-Doh once. It was very salty.
I think everybody's
I
probably.
ate Play-Doh.
I think everybody's licked Play-Doh at least once.
It was
But he chewed
confusing.
on silly, like gum.
He would chew it like gum. He would suck the nutrients out of fucking Silly.
He probably
Putty.
had strong bones, so he had some fucking
Yeah, he's
strong
probably
ass.
like not gonna be like affected by this virus.
He's probably
Maybe.
made of diamond now. He's probably absorbed so much from that fucking putty. He's probably
is
the
Silly
hardest.
Putty still around?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, it's like one of those novelty toys that you would probably
Silly
find.
Pooty.
I remember I used to get it at the pharmacy.
Yeah. Remember when all the cool toys were at the pharmacy?
Yeah. Remember the righteous brigade or whatever they call
Sense of Right.
Sense of Right.
All the bootleg
Yeah.
Shrek and
It was a
You
Power Ranger.
don't see that much anymore in New York, like bootleg toys.
That's
like,
a
I remember
shame.
when I was a kid, like the bootleg Pokemon cards were so exciting.
yeah.
The
I
bootleg
remember
Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
I remember walking down
Yeah.
Missoula. I remember like
Yeah.
walking down around Gun Hill. There were always people selling like Garfield: A Tale of Two Cities on like on a DVD, and like it was like very clearly
When I
like
was a kid in
bootleg.
Catholic school, the teacher used to bribe us to answer questions and participate in class with bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm not kidding.
I remember this.
Like you would have a kid get like full Exodia.
I got a Spider-Man toy.
A Spider-Man.
And I'm so sad that I lost it. It was a Spider-Man toy. And it really was, for all intents and purposes, just the Tobey Maguire, like, Spider-Man action figure. Just repurposed and probably sold for $1 more. Like, honestly. Like, it was just a real toy. But it was in a box that said Spider-Man.
I had fake Dragon Ball Z toys.
Really?
Yeah, I had a Super Saiyan 5 Goku. Shit's not real. He was like pink.
I think I had like a fake Bulma toy.
He was like pink or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck?
I had
I'll
like
fuck with it.
a fake Bulma, definitely like a fake Sailor Moon, and for sure like fake Pokemon stuff and
I
Hello Kitty.
always wanted Sailor Moon toys, but for the wrong reasons.
What reasons were those?
You could guess. I'm not gonna say it. I'll leave it up to the crowd to figure out.
That's fair. We have one final question
Okay,
before we head out of here.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
Female Sonic admirer asks.
that's me.
That's what we thought.
You.
That's what we thought. I was like, oh, that sounds like Gabby.
Is it actually you?
No, it's not.
No. Oh, wait a minute. What
Is it
happened?
good?
What happened? I lost it. Gibbering Joe Biden's barely breathing body.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so by the way, this will happen sometimes. I apologize. Last week, I read a question and it said I said the wrong name before it, but I just saw what happened because this said female Sonic admirer and then it changed to gibbering Joe Biden's barely breathing body.
Okay.
So like I guess Patreon is just kind of glitchy. So I apologize if this happens again, but
Sorry about that.
But gibbering Joe Biden's barely breathing body asks, question for the whole sideshow.
Okay.
What would be your last meal on this earth? It can be anything, even something as vague as mom's cooking.
I would want my grandmother's Thanksgiving cooking, including her curry chicken. Curry chicken, some white rice, some nice mac and cheese, rice and peas, some collard greens, some candy yams. That'd be perfect to go out to. But
That's a lot.
It'd be a nice little meal. I mean, I'm dying. Fuck, help me out.
Yeah. My dad makes this pasta that's like super, super, super good. To the point where it's like, we refer to the family as just the stuff. And it's like, oh, you're making the stuff? Yeah. It's like, okay, good. I would die for that. Genuinely. Or New York pizza, honestly.
Your
That'd be
pizza's pretty
nice.
fantastic.
It would be a nice way to go.
I would really love some pizza right now.
I've been clamoring
Absolutely.
for pizza.
Let's
but
get some
You
pizza.
should order pizza.
I can't. You're not going to get pizza here. You're going to get something that will make you want pizza.
We'll get replications of pizza. Yeah, we won't get anything.
Domino's is fine. I don't have a
Yeah,
problem with
I don't
Domino's.
have a. I've,
But like, it's not
pizza.
It's not pizza. Man.
That's bread
Oh, no,
with
it's
cheese
definitely
on
not.
it. That's
Like-
bread with cheese on it.
but
Yeah.
it'll satisfy the want for pizza for just a moment.
Yeah.
But anyway, for me, my mom's a really good cook, so I'll have anything that she makes. So I know that's not
It's a good
specific,
answer.
but
You can't get everything you want, So sometimes you might just have to get things that are just pretty damn close.
yeah.
So
well,
not
guys,
being specific is the best thing.
I think now is about that time to wrap things up.
Yep.
I can feel my energy dwindling by the millisecond.
Yeah, I can see the life leaving your eyes.
You're turning gray.
Gray, gray.
Great.
So thanks again for everybody who supports this podcast, especially in these trying times.
Very.
We know shit's crazy. Apologies again for the lack of a video version of the podcast. Obviously, we're not trying to spend frivolous amounts of money on camera equipment and stuff right now.
You never know.
Because things are very, very weird right now, and you all get the picture, so hopefully that's not a big deal. We're working on some merch. We've got some pretty cool designs, I think.
Yeah, it's insane.
They'll be available soon.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Derek's all right by the next time, and things will be back to normal. If he's still sick, we'll just do the same thing, but Discord or something.
Yeah, gotcha.
And obviously, if you support this channel, if you support this podcast on patreon.com/the Snark Tank.
Podcast.
No.
Podcast.
Patreon.com/the Snark Tank. You'll get, if you donate $1, you get the show early. You donate $5, you get to ask a question of the show. And if you donate $10, you get your name read at the end of the show, and we will do that now.
3, 2, and go for it.
A deplorable, a level 1 cleric, Aaron De La Caudra. God damn it. The way this works is so stupid. Adrian Royal, Aetherian. Alex is a simp.
Okay.
Alex Jones, All Hands on Dick. Aloof the Rectal Spectre Ransom.
That's really good. I like that.
Artie the One Man Party.
Hey, Artie.
Outs King. Badly Brave. Bazcart. Beelzebub the Gimp.
Bye, Beals.
Black Nipple Gang.
Nice.
BLT the Ace. Hoonter.
Oh
Brendan Peavy. Cakes and Foxy PH. Don't know. All right. Carlton Banks.
Hey.
Carrie Roth. Carson Jones. Cataclysmic Cunt.
What the fuck?
Catnips. Chad. Christopher Middling. Colonel Colin, the colon collapsing kingpin.
I love that.
That's good.
Hey, Colin.
That is good. Colonel Colin, the colon collapsing kingpin. Whoa. That is really clever. I like that. I like that a lot.
Good one. That's a roundabout way, but I like it.
That's good. Corey McNulty, Dan Schneider, the Hyman Divider.
Oh my God.
Ooh,
we got these titles, man.
Yeah, Dango Blampy, Dank House.
It's a dank house.
Just some dank house gives us money. Decado, Dodidod, Donald Trump, the world-renowned Negro Hunter. Classic. Dr. Evil, Dummy Thick Dave, Dylan Broadbent, Edward Thibodeau, Emperor Palpatine, just straight up.
Yes.
Eric Pfeiffer, Fake Flynn, Fat Houdini, Fitz, Fiajar, Tandori Gutormson.
If that's really your name, we're sorry for messing it up.
I'm just so bad with these names, man.
I'm sorry.
Fjord Noir, Fuhey, fuck you, Stevie Wonder. We all know your eyes work.
Woo!
Gassy Ghastly, Gibbering Joe Biden's barely breathing body.
Gibbering Joe.
Gibbering Joe. Biden.
Jibbering Joe's Jamborees.
Jamping Jimbery Joe Jamboree.
Jimbery Joe's Jumping Jamboree.
Oh my God. Ginny Hygard. Glendon Cole Simper. Glofnoid, the Jester of the Sween King.
Nice.
Gucci Gang, my Gooch is gangrene.
Oh my God.
Halo Reach Around.
Oh.
Nice.
That's a good one. You're new. Nice to meet you, bro.
That's good. You're new. You're a new boy. Heartless Wretch. Key Larvey Boswald. I'm always going to love that one.
He'll R.B. Boswell.
Hiroshima's Spicy Mushroom.
Oh, that's new.
Oh, man.
Stop coughing.
I'm getting a cough.
Stop that.
I'm dying.
Stop that. Don't do that near me.
Hugger Derek. I have a micro dick and one ball. Nice.
I'm so sorry.
You used to live a very fractioned life.
Intoxicated. Jacob Armston. Jay Cunningham. Jefferson Steelflex. Jeremiah D. McRoberts. Good Lord, there's so many.
God.
It's insane. Jose Horak. Joshua Miller. King of Haphazard. Nika.
Nice. You avoided it.
Can't fool me.
You can't fool me.
Leon and Susan 5 ever. Levante Pootstai? You people and your non-control over your birth names. Liam Birch, Luca Bella, Luke Jerkovic, Melphis One, Meryl, Tom's Mistress.
What?
Mia Khalifa, Mike Gates, nice. Mike Litteris. So good.
Very funny.
Very good one. Okay, Bart. Mr. H.R. Browski. I'm so dyslexic with that one for some reason. Mystic DN, Nicola Temple, Oliver Troxell, Papa John, Polio Pussy got me disabled.
That's such a good name, dude. Keep it up. Keep up what you're doing exactly.
PP Extendus, Progerian Rectal Homicide, Richter 86, Rod Holder, Rushanish, Rusty City, Rusty Cunts, Sentient Condom, Sex Haver, Sharlock 93, Shih Tzu Posting, Sideshow Bob's Body Double, Slumped Mole Studios, Soggy Aardvark, Some Sweeney Raygun.
That's
page
pretty good.
3, final page. We're on the final page, and it's fucking long still.
Jesus
Spider-Man
Christ.
2 sucks. You're insane. I hate
That's
you.
so
You are
fucking
not
mean.
welcome. You're not welcome here.
Thank you for your donation.
Stephen Crowder. Sunny Chance. Supersonic. What is this? Supersonic Sween Peen Machine.
Whoa.
Yo, that's super dope.
That's good.
Sweeney's Magic Weenie. Sweeney Suck My Weenie. There's a lot of Sweeneys here.
So fucking stop, guys. Please.
Sweeney Tom, the ethnic barber of Yeet Street. Stites Rip.
Let's take a break, man.
You need me to read something for
Rij Pekema. I swear to you, that's how it's what's written. Tharsha IBW, the Cosmic Hippie, the Dreamer and His Shadow, the JFK Experience.
Woo! Blowing your mind.
The Progerian Hunter, the Sinister Mr. Fister, the Virginity Thief, the Spectre Angel, Thompson Submachine Gun. Oh, Thompson Submachine Gun.
Is that me? Is that my thing now?
It's a Thompson. Get it? Submachine gun. It's not bad.
I guess.
It's not as violent as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Toby Shootman, just Tom, just straight up Tom.
Is his name just Tom or is his name Tom?
No, his name's Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Thomas.
That guy has no vanity.
He's a pure soul.
He's a pure soul. He's just like, you know what? My name's Tom. It's not interesting to read, but I want to help you.
I'm out here, and
Can I give him some ASMR whispers?
You want to ASMR whisper the rest of them?
No, I just want to do Tom.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Ooh, man.
Triple question mark. Umberman. Wash your anus. White Tom Sweeney. Winnie. Yasleen. Oh my God, I always do the L in there. Yassine Clemens. There you go. And Zesty Donger.
Oh, what a way
Thank you all for your continued support on Patreon. It's wild that even during a pandemic, the Patreon's growing. So that's really cool.
Yeah,
we really appreciate you guys. And we'll see you guys next week, hopefully.
Closing comments.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Before we go, we want everybody to know it's a scary time out here, and things are way more uncertain than they've been in a very long time.
Yeah,
which is scary, you know. But
please take care of yourselves. Please make sure that you are well hydrated and that you eat well and that you're not fainting from anxiety and stress.
Just make sure you
also don't if you're not feeling too good, you know, just take some time home. I know everyone has a job, everyone has to pay for things, but to keep yourself and other people safe, don't go to a crowded place if you're not feeling well. Stay hydrated, keep yourselves clean, and just, you know, keep rocking. Things are tough, but we'll make it.
We'll all be good. This shit's crazy, and hopefully this helped you get your mind off it for a little bit. But in all seriousness, be safe, be smart, and we'll see you guys next time.
We love y'all. Bye.